Okay, we're gonna have a short lesson on an artist whose name was Keith Haring. His art and the way he lived made a big impression. Keith became famous in the 1980s in New York. And what's inspired me to give this short lesson, usually as a tradition over winter break, we read noteworthy books that were published within the year. And so this is one of the books that was published this year in 2020. And so I thought, oh, I'll do a short lesson on this. So one of the things that, let me see if I can find, Keith was known for almost like symbols. We're going to do the dancing figures today, but let me see if I can find, I'm going to attach those actually. You're getting a preview of the book here with great illustrations. Ooh, you can see a tiny preview over here. Here's a picture of him now. He painted a lot of murals. He loved teaching art to children. I'm going to insert some dancing figures right now. For this lesson, you do not need a Sharpie. I honestly wish that I had a black, broad line Crayola marker. I have so many in the classroom and I just don't have one in my house. So in my studio. So here is, I'm using this. But first, before I do, I am going to use a pencil and an eraser. Okay, you can use any paper. This is drawing paper that I have. If you want to paint it, it's better to use some art paper. I continue to plug the Canson XL mixed media paper. This is really funny, but what I want you to do is I want you to create stick figures. And I realize that when I draw with pencil, it's difficult for you to see. Just follow my pencil the way you see my pencil making marks. Right away, I'm just going to show you what I did because I'm not sure you can see what I did. I made a stick figure, 2 arms out, a head. Make sure the body is longer than the neck. And then this is like a bent leg and another bent leg, like a jumping person. So I'm gonna go around it. There's one figure. Use your eraser to erase your pencil lines. And then I encourage you to turn your paper and make another figure. So the head, the neck. This time I'm going to have the arms go down and longer body. And this time, let's see, I'll do this sort of dancing figure. And you know, the reason that you'll see that the artist didn't designate, designate gender, didn't designate color of skin. The figures that he made, these symbols of these figures represented every individual without, acknowledging that every individual is different, but also that we are the same. Okay, I'm going to do another one over here. Maybe I'll do one break dancing on the floor. So now that I filled my paper with dancing figures, one of Keith Haring's signature moves, or marks I should say, was he created dashes. Send the message of movement. Like these are moving figures. Do you see how when I add the dashes, it sends the message to us that these bodies are moving? And I think they look happy without any expression on their face. They seem happy to me. So I've made my Keith Haring inspired figure drawing, dancing figures. And now if you've done this on regular paper, like paper from the printer, you can use markers. The artist assigned different colors to different figures and created a bright background. You can, if you've done this on your mixed media, you can use paint. You can try paint on printer paper too. It just doesn't really work very well. It curls. And the other idea I thought of is you could cut these out. You could cut these out if you'd like. Okay, that's Keith Haring.